Do you want to improve your flexibility and mobility? Now that's a question that gets the attention of fitness enthusiasts and folks who simply want to feel better in their bodies. Flexibility and mobility are not just buzzwords in the fitness world, they're essential components of a healthy and active lifestyle. Stretching is one of the best ways to enhance both your flexibility and mobility. Regular stretching can offer a multitude of benefits, including amped-up performance in physical activities, increased blood flow to your muscles, and even improved posture. And let's not forget the stress relief. In today's fast-paced world, who couldn't use a little more of that? So, whether you're an athlete looking to up your game, a weekend warrior wanting to feel less stiff, or simply someone who wants to move through life with more ease and less discomfort, stretching can help. Stay tuned if you want to learn 4 essential stretches that can help improve your flexibility and mobility. The first stretch we're going to talk about is the hamstring stretch. Imagine a world where your body moves fluidly, without limitations or discomfort. That's the power of a good stretch, and today, we're going to conquer the hamstring stretch. Now, the hamstring is a group of 3 muscles that run along the back of your thigh, from your hip to just below your knee. These muscles play a crucial role in most daily activities, including walking, running, jumping, and controlling certain movements of your trunk. To perform the hamstring stretch, start by finding a comfortable spot with enough room to extend your legs. Sit on the floor with your legs extended straight in front of you. Keep your back upright and your chest open. Now gently lean forward from your hips, not your waist, reaching your hands towards your toes. It's important to keep your spine long and your shoulders relaxed. You should feel a gentle pull along the back of your thighs. If you can't reach your toes, don't worry. It's not about how far you can reach, but rather how well you maintain the correct form. Hold this position for about 30 seconds. Remember to breathe deeply and relax into the stretch. After 30 seconds, gently release and sit upright. Rest for a moment, then repeat the stretch 2 more times. The hamstring stretch is a key player in improving flexibility. When our hamstrings are tight, it can limit our mobility and even lead to lower back pain. Regularly stretching these muscles can help prevent such issues and improve our overall flexibility. So whether you're a seasoned athlete or just someone looking to improve their flexibility, the hamstring stretch is a must-have in your stretching routine. As you continue this stretch regularly, you may notice an improvement in your mobility and a decrease in any lower back discomfort. It's a small investment of time that can yield significant benefits for your overall health and well-being. Remember, it's not about how far you can reach, but how well you can maintain the correct form. Next, we're going to focus on the hip flexors with the hip flexor stretch. These muscles, located in the front of your hip, play a significant role in your overall mobility and movement. They allow you to lift your knees and bend at the waist. With the hip flexor stretch, you can keep these muscles flexible and strong, which is essential in preventing hip pain and improving your mobility. So let's dive into the step-by-step instructions on how to perform the hip flexor stretch. Start by taking a knee, as if you were proposing, with your right knee on the floor and your left foot in front of you, forming a right angle. Make sure your left knee is directly over your left ankle. Now gently push your right hip forward while keeping your right knee on the floor. You should feel a stretch in the front of your right hip. Hold this position for about 20 to 30 seconds. Now, to intensify the stretch, you can raise your right arm over your head, reaching towards the ceiling. This action lengthens the hip flexor muscles even more, enhancing the effectiveness of the stretch. Maintain this posture for another 20 to 30 seconds. Remember to breathe deeply and evenly throughout the stretch. Your breath should be calm and controlled, not rushed or strained. This will help your muscles relax and make the stretch more effective. Once you're done with the right side, switch and repeat the same steps with your left hip. It's essential to work both sides to maintain balance and symmetry in your body. This stretch is a fantastic way to prevent hip pain, especially if you spend a lot of time sitting during the day. It can help counteract the effects of prolonged sitting, which often leads to tight hip flexors and can contribute to lower back pain. Consistency is key here, so make sure to include this stretch in your routine. Incorporating the hip flexor stretch into your daily or weekly routine can significantly improve your flexibility, mobility, and overall quality of life. So don't overlook this stretch. It might just be the key to unlocking better movement and less pain. Now let's move on to the shoulder stretch. The shoulder stretch is an excellent way to improve upper body mobility and prevent shoulder and neck pain. It's a simple move, but it's highly effective when done correctly. Let's dive into it step by step. First, stand straight and tall, your feet hip-width apart. Make sure your body is aligned, your head over your shoulders over your hips, and your hips over your feet. This alignment is crucial. It's the foundation of your stretch. Next, extend your right arm straight out in front of you at shoulder height. Now take your left hand and gently pull your right arm across your body towards your left shoulder. You should feel a gentle stretch in your right shoulder and upper back. Hold this position for about 20 to 30 seconds. Remember, you're not trying to force your arm farther than it wants to go. You're just applying a gentle pressure to stretch the muscles. After you've held the stretch, slowly release your arm and shake it out a little. Then switch sides. Extend your left arm in front of you and use your right hand to pull it across your body towards your right shoulder. Hold this position for another 20 to 30 seconds. Now, why is this stretch so important? Well, our shoulders are involved in almost every upper body movement we make. Whether we're reaching for something on a high shelf, throwing a ball, or just typing at our desk, our shoulders are working hard. Over time, this can lead to tension and stiffness in the shoulder muscles. The shoulder stretch helps to relieve this tension and increase flexibility, making it easier to move and reducing the risk of injury. Plus, this stretch can also help to relieve neck pain. When our shoulders are tight, it can cause our neck muscles to tense up as well. By stretching out the shoulder muscles, we can also help to relax the neck muscles, reducing pain and discomfort. Remember to keep your movement smooth and controlled. The goal here is not to force the stretch, but to gently elongate the muscles. So, take your time, breathe deeply, and let your body relax into the stretch. You're not only improving your flexibility, but also promoting better posture and overall body health. Remember to keep your movement smooth and controlled. Finally, we'll be doing the calf stretch. Now, the calf stretch is an often overlooked yet highly beneficial part of any flexibility and mobility routine. It's a simple stretch, but when done correctly, it can work wonders for your lower body mobility and help prevent leg and foot pain. Let's get started. To perform the calf stretch, you'll need a wall or a sturdy object for support. Stand about 2 to 3 feet away from the wall, facing it. Extend 1 foot behind you, keeping your heel on the ground and your toes pointing forward. Bend your front knee and lean into the wall, keeping your back leg straight. You should feel a stretch in the calf of your back leg. Hold this position for about 20 to 30 seconds, then switch legs and repeat the stretch. Make sure to breathe deeply and evenly throughout the stretch. It's not a competition, so don't try to force your body into a deeper stretch than it's ready for. Listen to your body and only go as far as feels comfortable. The calf stretch is especially important for those who engage in high-impact activities like running or jumping. It helps to lengthen and loosen the calf muscles, which can become tight and tense from these activities. This stretch can help to alleviate tightness and discomfort, and it's also a great preventative measure against conditions like plantar fasciitis. Remember, flexibility and mobility are not achieved overnight. It's a process that requires consistency and patience. So don't rush the stretch. Pay attention to your form and make sure you're doing it correctly. It's better to do a stretch correctly and see gradual improvement than to rush through it and risk injury. And there you have it. That's the calf stretch. A simple yet effective stretch that can greatly improve your lower body mobility and help prevent leg and foot pain. Remember, consistency and correct form are crucial for this stretch, so take your time. So, those were the 4 essential stretches for improving flexibility and mobility. We kicked things off with the hamstring stretch, a must-do for runners and cyclists out there. This stretch aids in improving your stride and preventing injuries. We then moved on to the hip flexor stretch, a boon for desk workers and those who spend a lot of time seated. This stretch helps in alleviating lower back pain and improving posture. Next up, we had the shoulder stretch, an absolute essential for anyone involved in overhead sports or activities. This stretch promotes shoulder mobility and reduces the risk of shoulder injuries. Finally, we wrap things up with the calf stretch, a key for hikers and high heel wearers alike. This stretch helps reduce the risk of shin splints and aids in maintaining balance. I encourage you all to incorporate these stretches into your routine. Remember, it's not about being the best. It's about being better than you were yesterday. So keep stretching and keep improving. Until next time, stay flexible.